Mama Libasa and Holy Diane for the bus. I'm not myself, I know. So, did I wish us in? Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for, the arrival of the state president, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi, address the nation shortly, marking the opening of the 2026-2027 National Budget Meeting of Parliament. He is also expected to deliver the State of the Nation address to the state, where he outlines government policies, mentions everything else that government is planning on how to address the challenges that are existing in the country. The presidential appearance in Parliament today is guided by Standing Order 200 on the opening of a budget meeting. It states that that is His Excellency's procession making way into the chamber, led by the Sergeant at Arms. His Excellency's appearance in Parliament today is guided by Standing Order 200 on the opening of a budget meeting, which states that immediately before consideration of the national budget, the President shall attend Parliament and address the Assembly on the state of the nation.
target our vision since the DBB returned to power. This is a time my government will begin implementing our manifesto and the economic program in full. Mr. Speaker, sir, this House recalls that during my inauguration, I said that Malawi is in a crisis, and it is a man-made crisis that can be solved by humans. When I got into office, there was no food for millions of Malawians. We could not produce our own food, let alone feed our own people. There was no forex to import essentials, including fuel. Businesses were closing. Prices were rising every day. Life was becoming impossible for most Malawians. At the same time, there was no medicine in the hospitals. We are a country that could not even afford basic painkillers. Sadly, very sadly, while the economy was collapsing, our resources were being looted. As soon as I took over government, Mr. Speaker, sir, I set on an agenda to reverse the economic crisis and rebuild the economy. I'm here today to report back to the nation the progress we've made thus far and to unveil plans that lie ahead. Mr. Speaker, sir, the journey started with restoring order in public sector management because we found total chaos. In this regard, my government has undertaken the following measures. 1, stopped fraudulent contracts. 2, reduced reckless traveling and spending on non-essential activities. 3, audited personnel and flushed out ghost workers. And 4, appointed officials on merit. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, my government has introduced further measures targeted at economic recovery to reduce macroeconomic stability and stimulate growth. Accordingly, to bring the economy back on course and reduce the hardships faced by our citizens, we have implemented the following strategic measures. 1, we bought maize to address the hunger crisis. 2, we procured affordable fertilizer within the shortest time possible and made it available to farmers. And 3, we restocked the fuel supplies to end the fuel crisis and resuscitate the private sector. Mr. Speaker, sir, what we have managed to deliver in 4 months is far more than some governments could not deliver in 5 years. It is for this reason that the theme of this address is the path to economic recovery, delivering a people-centered development. Now, allow me, Mr. Speaker, sir, to outline our national situation and plans on a sector-by-sector basis. Macroeconomic environment. Mr. Speaker, sir, our nation continues to face a severe economic crisis, but I would like to assure Malawians that we will succeed in restoring our lost glory. I do what I promise, and I do not promise what I cannot do. Cindy Manam, aye. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I speak, most prices have already stabilized, and some are in fact going down. For instance, the price of maize and cement have gone down. Mr. Speaker, sir, we found inflation at 28.7% in September 2025, and we project to reduce it to less than 21% in 2026. We also found economic growth at 2.7%, and we project it to rise to 3.8% in 2026 and 4.9% in 2027. However, foreign exchange reserves remain below the desired 3 months import cover. My government is therefore implementing strong measures to support forex generation. These including the ongoing review of foreign exchange regulations, increased gold purchases, and its monetization. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government also instituted measures, or set a measure, to save our resources for improved service delivery. These include reducing fuel entitlements for cabinet ministers and all government officials, and also restricting local and foreign travel. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank Malawians for their understanding that we are in an economic crisis and we need to make tough and painful decisions, which will soon be offset by the expected gains, decentralization and local development. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government had prioritized decentralization to improve efficiency, accountability, and accelerate development at the grassroots level. My government has taken a bold step to increase the reformed Development Fund, CDF, from 21-20 million to 5 billion per constituency per year. We have also shifted management responsibility to controlling officers in local authority. This is a fundamental transformation in how we finance local development. Mr. Speaker, sir, to ensure transparency and accountability, my government has developed CDF guidelines and will invest in national CDF digital dashboard to give Malawians real-time access to information on CDF. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to make it very clear that these resources are for the benefit of local Malawians and are performance-based. I will therefore not tolerate any mismanagement. Those who found mismanaging resources will face the long arm of the law. According to the Constitution, the National Government Finance Committee is mandated to facilitate financial management for local councils. I expect this committee to be active, effective, and urgently foster strong partnerships with key accountability stakeholders to ensure that councils account for their resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, as part of accelerating local development, I'm pleased to announce that in 2026 financial year, with financing from International Fund for Agricultural Development, my government will construct 2-story market buildings in the cities of Blantyre, Lilongwe, and Mzou. Agriculture and food security. When I assumed office, Malawi was in a serious food crisis. The price of maize was beyond the reach of many families. My government bought maize and distributed it freely to Malawians indeed. The strategic intervention increased maize supply on the market and brought prices down. Today, maize is selling at between 38,000 and 50,000 per 50 kg bag, from around 100,000 before my government took over. Despite getting into office almost a week before planting rains, we have made affordable fertilizer available to many Malawians. We have so far distributed to 65% of the targeted 1.1 million beneficiaries. By this time last year, only 45% had received fertilizer. Despite getting into office almost a week before planting rains, we have made affordable fertilizer available to many Malawians. We have so far distributed up to 65% of the targeted beneficiaries. In the 2026-27 agriculture season, Malawians should expect a better and improved delivery of affordable fertilizer program. However, I must emphasize that we need an affordable and sustainable solution to fertilizer. As such, we are facilitating the commencement of a fertilizer production in this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, you also recall that we found tobacco farmers stranded with 3.5 million kilograms of unsold tobacco on the auction floor. In my mid-year budget review statement, I directed that the tobacco be sold. I'm pleased to report that almost all the tobacco was sold, earning $8.6 million US. Mr. Speaker, sir, despite billions of budget being channeled towards mega farms, the program was a total mess. I've since directed the minister responsible to review and redesign the program so it works efficiently and serves all Malawians, industrialization and trade. Mr. Speaker, sir, my development agenda is to transform Malawi from a consuming and importing nation to a producing and exporting one, with industrialization as a pillar of growth. In pursuit of this agenda, government will continue with the development of special economic zones to attract high-value investments. These include Magwero, Chigumula, Matindi, and Dunduzu Industrial Park. And two, government will also strengthen cooperatives and micro, small, and medium enterprises to boost value addition and increase import substitution. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government also intends to support for local production to further drive down commodity prices, create jobs, and grow the economy, tourism and development. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government is committed to promoting tourism. I can report that to operationalize the Tourist Authority to accelerate implementation of flagship projects such as one, Salima Integrated Tourism Resort, and two, Likoma Activity Center. Energy. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government is determined to invest adequately in the energy sector. Electricity. For many years, the electricity subsector has been constrained by inadequate generation and aging infrastructure, resulting in frequent blackouts. We are determined to reverse this. Thus far, we have one, repaired generators at Tezani Hydro and restored 31 megawatts to the grid. Two, commissioned 10 megawatts at Raiply Biomass in Zimba, and three, installed another 10 megawatts at Nanjoka Genco solar plant in Salima. Our Our target is to raise generation capacity from the current 551 megawatts to over 1,000 megawatts by 2030. Sure, Mr. Speaker, sir, when I assumed office in October 2025, the fuel crisis was at its peak. My administration acted decisively to restore supply and queues and stabilize the sector. Going forward, my government will ensure that procurement of fuel remains a priority. We'll also double the national fuel storage capacity from 60 million to 120 million liters through the construction of new facilities in Blantyre, Lilongwe, and in Zuzu. Mining. Mr. Speaker, sir, mining is very key for Malawi's economic growth. However, the sector faces numerous challenges, including one, inadequate and limited mineral exploration, two, legal and regulatory frameworks, and three, limited capacity to negotiate mining development agreements. To this effect, government has, one, suspended issuance of all types of licenses, two, initiated auditing of the license registry, and three, banned the export of raw materials pending review of the legal and regulatory framework. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition, I would direct the Minister of Finance and the Minister responsible for mining to enhance Malawi's capacity for negotiating mining development agreements. Going forward, my government will capacitate the state-owned Malawi mining investment company, Mamiko, to undertake detailed exploration of our mineral deposits. Mr. Speaker, sir, I promise government is at an advanced stage of establishing a sovereign wealth fund to ensure that proceeds from mining benefit Malawians. Transport and infrastructure, road infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, sir, the state of our roads from Chitipa to Nsanje is extremely pathetic. You can't believe that the previous administration stopped maintaining roads in 2022. My government is resuming maintenance of roads with immediate effect. In this regard, government has reinstated the fuel automatic pricing mechanism to ensure predictable flow of resources for road maintenance. Mr. Speaker, sir, I direct that target revenues collected along M1 road be ring-fenced for the maintenance of that road alone. In November 2025, my government launched the Resilient and Strategic Transport Operation Enhancement Program to address climate-induced damage in the Lower Shire. Through this initiative, we rehabilitated the 99-kilometer stretch of M1 road from Taba to Bangula and strengthened drainage and culverts along the S152 road from Taba and Chikwawa to 7 trading center in Nsanje. In 2026-27 financial year, government will prioritize the rehabilitation of the following roads. One, the M5 road from Kapatenga to Benga. Two, 4 sections of the M1 road between Lilongwe and Chiweta. 3, the Nsipe-Liwonde road. 4, Masasa-Gromot Monkey Bay turnoff road, Kwekere road, and the Mangoch Monkey Bay road. Additionally, my government will upgrade the following roads: the Lilongwe Chipini road section, Bencheu Sangano Neno Mwanza Road, the Chimwaza Namuma Road section, and the Rumpi Nika Chidipa Road. Furthermore, we'll construct the 2-kilo bridge and enhance the capacity of M1 Road from Crossroads to Mare Road. Mr. Speaker, sir, we'll rehabilitate more roads as we mobilize more financing. Civil aviation. Mr. Speaker, sir, in partnership with Ethiopian Airlines, my government will expand the Malawi Airlines fleet from 3 to 10 aircraft within 5 years. This is strategic growth will increase international destinations from 7 to 27, thereby strengthening Malawi's global connectivity. Rail transport. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government is committed to move cargo and people at a low cost. We will embark on serious rehabilitation of the Bangula rail line, among others. In 2026 to 27 financial year, my government will, 1, expedite the signing of a memorandum of understanding for the Nakala Rail Corridor. 2, advance works on the Kanengon Change line. And 3, commence feasibility and design studies for rail expansion from the central to the northern region. Marine and water transport. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the 2026-27 financial year, my government will, 1, complete construction of the Likoma Port, 2, rehabilitate and upgrade Chipoka Port, and 3, facilitate private sector participation in the lake transport to invest more in cargo and passenger vessels. These efforts in the transport sector will position Malawi as a competitive hub for regional trade. Education, basic education. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government is advancing quality basic education that will be accessible to all children. We'll continue to introduce learners to digital skills and the e-learning at a tender age. We'll also introduce pre-primary education. In 2027 financial year, we'll continue constructing primary schools and the Malawi Education Reform Program supported by the Global Partnership for Education. Secondary education. Mr. Speaker, sir, last year I announced that secondary education in public schools will be free except for boarding. There are many doubting Thomases. Today, I can confirm that free secondary education has begun. Financial burden on several parents has been lifted. Over 1,800 students who dropped out of school on financial grounds have already returned to school. Higher education. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government will continue to invest in higher education institutions. In 2026-27 financial year, my government is going to allocate adequate financial resources for Mumbai University, whose construction had stalled. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government will also continue providing loans to support students who cannot afford university education. We'll raise the number of beneficiaries from the current 32,480 to 38,000. Health and sanitation. Mr. Speaker, sir, during my mid-year budget review address, I directed that the drug shortage in public health facilities be resolved. I'm pleased to report that supply of drugs in our public health facilities has since improved. Our health facilities now have adequate stock of essential drugs, including drugs for malaria, TB, and HIV/AIDS. My government increased health budget by 17 billion alongside an extra 5 billion dedicated to children vaccines. Funding of this scale with our own resources is the first of its kind in our history. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm also pleased to announce that in the coming financial year, Zuzu Central Hospital will start offering dialysis services. Mr. Speaker, sir, my government has secured a 5-year grant of $744 million from the United States government to support health services delivery. This funding is a strong vote of confidence in my government. Mr. Speaker, sir, regarding healthcare infrastructures, my government will commence construction of Blante and Chikwa district hospitals in the 2026-27 financial year. Using the increased funding in the Constituency Development Fund, I also expect more healthcare facilities to be built across the country. Labor, youth empowerment, and skills development. Mr. Speaker, sir, labor is one of Malawi's most valuable resources. As such, my government will, 1, prioritize community colleges and resume constructing colleges that were abandoned. 2, continue with the graduate internship program. And 3, allocate 1 million soft loans, 1 million Quaker soft loans for the youth in every constituency every year, starting in the 2026-27 financial year. Natural resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, natural resources are foundation to human existence, economic development, and ecological balance. But Malawi is facing challenges of climate change and environmental degradation. My government will therefore implement policies that mitigate negative impacts of climate change by 1, developing climate change management legislation, promoting climate resilience and access to finance. 2, implement frameworks and safeguards for carbon market projects. And 3, promoting reforestation to keep Malawi green. Women empowerment and social inclusion. Mr. Speaker, sir, I believe in leaving no one behind. We are therefore safeguarding and promoting the rights and welfare of women, children, and persons with disabilities. And in the 2026 financial year, my government will, 1, commence disbursement of 100 million kwacha on soft loans for women in every constituency to support economic empowerment. 2, disburse 250 million kwacha in grants to persons with disabilities. And 3, first support the National Children's Commission, which government launched in December 2025 to promote the rights and welfare of children. Disaster management. Mr. Speaker, sir, in October 2025, I declared a state of disaster and appealed for humanitarian assistance to avert a hunger crisis. 4 million Malawians required emergency food relief, valued at 209 billion kwacha, of which 138 billion has been mobilized. I wish to express my most profound gratitude to those who supported us in cash and kind. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have continued to experience more natural disasters. This rainy season has so far caused 43 deaths, out of which 22 were due to lightning. In addition, 39,200 households have been affected by floods, leaving families vulnerable in urgent need of support. My government will therefore like to renew its appeal for support towards those affected by these calamities. Foreign affairs and international cooperation. Mr. Speaker, sir, since I took over government, we have restored global confidence and trust in our country. We have recorded diplomatic service passports that were procedurally issued in the past 5 years, thereby restoring the dignity of our travel documents. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the quest for economic transformation, my government's strategy to leverage our diplomatic missions abroad as hubs for investment and remittances. In this regard, we are recalling all diplomatic officers, and we will replace them with fewer and qualified diplomats. National peace and security. Passports. Mr. Speaker, sir, the congestion we have seen at immigration offices is unacceptable. I mentioned in this House, I want to see an improvement, Mr. Speaker, sir, within my first 1 month in office. My government has added a heavy-duty passport printer and increased the number of passports printed by every day, per day. As it stands, we have procured 2 more heavy-duty printers. Mr. Speaker, sir, we're on track to end the chaos very, very shortly. National identity cards. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm aware that most of the national identity cards have expired. Therefore, this year, my government will undertake a mass renewal of all expired national identity cards. We are also piloting a digital identity wallet to modernize identity services and establish non-expiring identity cards. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, as I draw to a close, let me address a few strategic issues. One, first, I would like to direct all ministries, departments, and agencies to embrace digital technology. We need to ensure that Malawi's economy is driven by digital technologies. Malawians must now fully utilize online platforms for application of passports, national IDs, and driving licenses, as well as for public procurement and other essential services. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm directing everyone serving in my government to follow the law and principles of good government. My government will always remain fully committed to strengthen good governance, upholding the rule of law, safeguarding justice, and ensuring fiscal responsibility to protect life and public resources. Therefore, let me make it clear that my government will arrest anyone involved in corrupt practice. Mr. Speaker, sir, when I say anyone, I mean anyone. It doesn't matter whether you are a cabinet minister, party official, member of parliament, government official. I will issue no one. And there will be no sacred cows. Let us make Malawi a land of justice. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me end my address with an appeal to all 3 branches of government executive, judiciary, and legislature. In our respective lines of duty, we must never make decisions that are against the interests of our country. We must be patriotic. This is the least we can do for the millions who look up to us and for the generations yet to come. Thank you. May God bless you all, and may God bless Malawi.
Announcements and adjournment of the House by the Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, before adjourning the House, I have a few announcements to make. The first one is on the distribution of President's address. All honourable members will receive copies of the address electronically. However, since we have received hard copies of the address, honourable members are being requested to remain in the chamber to get copies of the President's address. Cabinet ministers and deputy ministers will receive copies of the President's address from the Office of the President and Cabinet. Members of the diplomatic corps will receive their copies from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Honourable members, it is now His Excellency the President's pleasure to take leave of the House. The President will be escorted outside the chamber to the Presidential Lounge by the Speaker and the Leader of the House, who will be joined by the Right Honourable First Vice President and Second Vice President of the Republic of Malawi in a procession led by Sergeant at Arms. In this regard, let me remind journalists to stay away from the aisle of the chamber as His Excellency the President leaves the chamber. I now adjourn the House to Monday, 16th February 2026 at 2 p.m. House adjourned.